Wow, happy July. My name is Philip Elisa, and this is the Akashic Energy update. I open the Akashic records of humanity and of Mother Earth, and I channel whatever we need to know. I just ask, like, what do we need to know? Like, what is it that we need to know? But from a practical standpoint, right? We can go into many multidimensional layers, but I want you to walk away from watching this video with practical things you can just apply and make it stay grounded. So let's go. In this energy update, I got many themes. A couple of these themes are turning your pain into your prosperity. Another one is the power of listening, how to listen so that your path, your life path is revealed. And the last one, and this is going to be an interesting one, how to become an interconnected neuron of light. And it is a practical one, I promise. So, without any further ado, this is the channeling from the Akashic Records. Feel free to relax, feel free to close your eyes. This energy transmission is here to be received by your subconscious. So, your subconscious will know how to best absorb this information, and I'm looking very much forward seeing you further in July and ahead. Enjoy this transmission. Much love. Dear one, happy July. Welcome to this energy transmission. We would love to give you an update of the energy as we see it, coming straight from the Akashic records of Madre Gaia and of Humankind, and using this channel as a conduit to bring you this message. We all have seen the chaos, we all have felt the different things. When is it going to be time where actually the spiritual ones, the star seeds, will finally have it a little bit easier? Because over the last months and even years, energy has been fluctuating, and if one group is especially consciously hit by it, it will be the sensitive and the star seeds. Let us give you some good news, because in this month there is going to be the very first time where there is a huge shift in energy. And this shift will come with a sense of ownership. You will realize that the struggle and the heavy energy and density that you have been dealing with are not needed anymore. Partly this is because the density that you have been dealing with has made you very strong and was needed to upgrade your energy system so you could become strong, so you can stand in the wind of fluctuations and change. And now your subconscious will realize this and will start to stand strong. This will look most of the time like an energy of, I'm done with feeling so weak or so tired or so powerless. I'm gonna change. This stand in your ability to change and a strong intention and decision will come from you. But you need to make it a beautiful final decision for it to truly propel you forward. But we have good news, because even though the feeling of I'm done with my current reality might not be the happiest feeling or the most desired feeling, what comes after it will be. Because the earth is inviting you. There is an underlying current of change that will position all the high sensitive and spiritual people exactly where they need to be positioned. You start to more easily start to become completely embodied in your purpose and in your service. The gifts that you're here to give will become clear after months of unclarity. Your tiredness and powerlessness will exchange themselves with power and with a sense of inner beauty and a sense of inner ownership. And when you feel these waves of strength, allow yourself to capture these waves and to breathe them in, to make them your own. Every time you feel empowered, breathe it in, make it your own, and let actions follow. Let great thoughts and great emotions follow. Allow yourself to dance with your energy that is in motion around you instead of being overwhelmed by it. From this month forward, there will be huge shifts in many starseeds that will say, I need to do something different, and I'm gonna decide to take a stand in this and really change it for the better. Because you know what is working and you know what is not working. You know what is fitting in your life and you know what is not fitting in your life. The months before this one have made that perfectly clear. So now it is time to take intention, decision, and action into that direction. It will feel like an inner shift, but as soon as you make the inner shift, you will feel that there was an underlying current of earth all along that was waiting for you to set your sail in the direction, and as soon as your sail is set, a huge wind will blow in the right direction for you. Manifestations will happen faster. Synchronicities will greatly increase for the ones that make that decision. So if you are one listening to this now that feels that in a certain area something seems to be not fitting, it is time for you to make that decision. Say to yourself, I will do whatever it takes to find my place in life. This is not it, and I'm gonna find out what is. And take a conscious decision of all the behavior that you know is not serving you to stop that. All the foods that are not serving you to stop that. All the relationships that are not serving you to stop that. All of the information that feel you powerless and separated and alone to stop that. And instead of that, exchange these frequencies and things with frequencies, things, and actions that you know will support you. That is your part. That is your conscious decision. And as soon as you will, life will change in that direction. Now there are some minds saying, but why don't life change in that direction first, and I will change when it does so? But that is not how a mirror reality works. If you want to see change in the mirror, you have to make some changes in you before it is reflected in the mirror. But the mirror will be very happy to reflect these new changes once you made the first step. So go. Give yourself permission to take the leap of faith. Give yourself permission to step into this unknown new version of yourself that inwardly you know is very possible, but outwardly you didn't got the courage yet to step into that unknown. The unknown is safe. The unknown is 100 times more safe than staying in your current reality. And for the people that are already shifting and experiencing great change, enjoy. and allow your imagination to accompany this change. How can you accompany this change? By letting all the changes move through you and by seeing you more elegant, more radiant, and more powerful coming out of these changes than ever before. See them move through you, letting them create beautiful patterns of geometry. See them move through you, and with every motion, see yourself become more vital, more aligned, more health, more strength can come into your field just by letting your imagination dance with the changes that are currently going on. You make it a lot more fun for yourself, and it will be of the most beautiful flow when you do so. Any resistance will only create unnecessary breaks and unnecessary stagnation. It stops the momentum. So instead of resisting, allow your thoughts and your emotions and your imagination to dance with the change. Tune it all to the right direction. Your subconscious will know how. Just start. There is one more way we want to point out when it comes to turning the pain and suffering you currently felt into the prosperity that is yours. From pain and suffering to prosperity and service. That is the starseed's journey in these times. So, what will greatly help you? That is the power of listening. Listening, maybe not to your complaining husband. We don't mean listening like that. We mean listening in the broadest sense of the word. We mean listening by receiving all forms of information that is currently in your field. Not listening with the ears, but listening with your body and your many subtler bodies. For example, you can listen to your inward reality. You can be very invested with the mind, but you can also tune your listening to your body and your heart. What are they saying? What are they expressing to you when it comes to your life path? And then you can listen to the many things that are currently attracted to you in your reality. Are these things reflective of where you are going? Or are they looking like the opposite? And when you listen to these things that are coming into your reality, you might also recall the thoughts you had in the previous weeks and months and see if you see any correlation between what you are currently struggling with and the thoughts you have been thinking over the last weeks and months. And as soon as you see it, change these thoughts into the opposite direction. You are a master of your thoughts, emotions, and inner world. You just forgot, and we are here to bring that power back to you. So claim that. Say to your whole system, I'm a master of my inner world, and these thoughts I don't want to think anymore. Instead of that, I will think, and you fill in the blank. Conscious instruction, intention, and steering of your inner world will make sure a beautiful outer world start to display itself. So listening is not just with the ears, because you can listen with all of your senses and all of the inner input that you are receiving including imagination, intuition, and many forms of guidance. Open up your complete ear, not your sense ears that are in your head, but imagine you are one big ear or an antenna, one huge antenna, receiving multidimensional information. The power of listening is not coming from guessing what is the right step or guessing what is the next best thing to focus on. The power of listening is to just receive what is here right now. What if you take 3 moments in your day where for 10 minutes the only thing you do is to listen to what is here right now? This small change can have a powerful effect. You listen in the morning, just receiving everything that is in your field. You listen in the afternoon, and you listen in the early evening or just before going to bed. Listen. You will notice that all the right information that you need will come to you to make constantly informed and inspired action. But once you start to do action before you created that listening space and that stillness, you will only get yourself into more and more trouble, especially now these karmic feedback loops are so short. Luckily, you will also notice it quicker than ever before, once and if your thoughts are misdirected. So by implementing these listening breaks, you will become of the greatest service to yourself, and it will greatly help turning that pain into prosperity and that suffering into your service. Beautiful, and thank you for listening. We have a couple more topics we want to convey in July. It's a big month, and we hope you find the power in this message to completely flow with the energy and let you become unstoppable in your heart's energy. The next topic will include a couple of downloads that will shift the identity of the human being. Most humans are still seeing themselves as humans, which is understandable. You are a human being. We are not denying that. But underneath the physical bodysuit, you are part of an interconnected, woven network. And many starseeds in this month, a little bit in previous months, and a lot in the upcoming months, will start to receive downloads that they are more than just energy inside of a bodysuit. They are actually an interconnected connection point. The best visual that we can come up with in human reality space is the visual of a neuron, but then a neuron made of light. So see the shape of a neuron, which is an interconnected point with many different connections. It can only connect two things, but it's also able to connect many different connections and also to send information into many different connections. So instead of starting to see you as a human with hands and feet and legs and a head and eyes and ears, start seeing yourself as this interconnected ball of light and information. And by being like this and by seeing yourself like this, you also start understanding clearly what is the information I am receiving coming back to the listening point. And at the same time, how am I processing this information? And how am I distributing this information? Many will start to receive downloads and upgrades in the direction of you seeing yourself as this neuron of light. And by seeing yourself as the neuron of light, you start seeing yourself as part of the bigger picture. Not only that, but once you become awakened to this role, you will also realize that by only becoming good in these three aspects of reality, you will become good in the whole system. What we mean with that is a great neuron is someone who receives information clearly, who processes information by letting it stay pure or by making it even better, and by distributing that information exactly to the right sources. So these three aspects can form three different qualities of your being: the clear listening, the great processing, and the accurate sharing of this information, which makes you automatically better and starts to create an inner drive inside of you to receive, to be able to alchemize and accumulate and transform, and to be able to communicate in better and more optimal ways. And we can assure you, if you become good in these three things, your future will be bright. This realization of a higher role that you're here to play, this neuron of light as part of this beautiful mental network of your Mother Earth, makes you a great fulfilling of your function. So, to already put this a little bit into practice, imagine yourself as an interconnected ball of light. Ask yourself, what are the information sources that I'm currently receiving? What has come into my life lately? And how I have been processing this information? Have I been putting it to the side, or have I actually been working with it? And finally, how have I been sharing this information and the processing of that information back to the people that were here to listen to me? These questions can already serve in making it very clear what you are here to deliver and what you came here to Earth to be. So allow yourself to reflect a little on all of this. You will become great in your role that you're here to play. We want to thank you, each one of you that made it this far. And we are very grateful you are here in July. In this message, there are many codes and frequencies that will bring back your power. And we would love to say to each one of you, if you got value from this, feel free to share it. Because in this day and age, it's gonna be harder and harder to have real spiritual and human videos be distinct from AI generated, for lack of a better word, mental masturbation videos. We see in your field many videos from many different sources coming up. There are even very successful creators making millions of dollars creating fake information. Now, this distribution of fake information is something that will eventually be moved out of the collective, but before it is moved out, it will get a lot louder. And therefore, we want to ask you the following. Start becoming good in feeling into every information source that you are consuming. Because with the increase of AI and its generative creative abilities, there are some people that will use it for the highest good, and there will be a lot of heart and soul energy, even in AI generated videos. But there will also be many teachers that will be falsified and fake accounts coming up of the most popular spiritual teachers. The young generation will have a quick eye on what is real and what is not real. But the older generations, starting from at the moment year 30, 35 and upward, will have more difficulty discerning what is real and what is not real. What is done with great intention and what is done with just superficial intention. Some creators that are just here to make money are looking up on the internet what is real and what is trending, and then they make a lot of fake versions of it. You have to understand, at the moment, half an hour video can be just created in 3 minutes with a fake voice that just sounds like the real deal. And so, such a video might still be of value. We are not saying that none of it will have value. But what we feel is more important is that you, as a beautiful human being, are aware of that it is happening and that you have the ability to discern if it is good for you, if it is made with love, and if it is worth your time. Because if you start watching a lot of distorted content and information and fake information, you will start to feel more empty inside with every content you feel. But once you start watching things that are made with soul and love, you will get more happy and more grateful and feeling moved inside. And we want you to be more grateful, more moved, and more happy instead of empty. So we are instructing this channel with some more information to guide each one of you to become great discerners. And we wanted to express it in this message because it will, from this moment forward, increase. Audio is already very good. Text is already very good. Video will become in the near future almost indistinguishable with the naked eye, but very distinctable when you start to hone in to the innate qualities you have when it comes to discerning love from superficiality. And in so doing, we want to give you an incredible amount of love. Let yourself feel and be embraced by the divine, and ask the divine, can you activate my ability to discern what is good for me and what is not, what is love and what is not, what is real and what is not, and what is soulful and what is not. Let my inner ability be completely activated in discerning. We wish you an incredible month of July, dear one. Allow these beautiful energies to bring back strength, power, creativity, and love into your life. We look forward to seeing you in the future. Wow, what a packed energy update. I just come out, I'm still very warm from the channeling. And I want to say thank you for receiving this information. I'm looking forward to see you in one of my next or channelings or, reflections. I'm learning so much. And I am guided by the Akashic Records to do discernment workshops and teaching you how to really discern what videos are great and what videos are not great for you, because that's different for everyone. But if you start to really tap into that inner ability, you can quickly spot what is real and what is not real. And maybe I am blessed because I come from a computer science background, so I know how programs and AI are made. I literally know how they are made. And when you know how they are made, you can quickly spot them. But I would love to share with you that information. I don't want to go into the technical details, but I want to go into this is how you can spot it. This is how you can feel into it. This is how you can receive if this information is good for you or not. So I want to say happy July. And if you would love more information on teaching discernment, here is a video. I made it just for you so that we can all become really good in knowing what is real and to serving our soul and our body and our minds only with content that's actually good for you. So that's there, and I wish you a beautiful month. Much love.